Good morning everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm currently being eaten by a horse. Today I'm going to take you all on a ride with me with Bugsy, and we're going to be talking all things Christmas, all things plans over the holiday season, and some exciting things coming up in the new year which I am so excited to share with you. As you can see, Bugsy is feeling very impatient today, so let's switch over to the GoPro and get started. First things first, as always, we need to pick a head collar. So I thought, because we're talking about Christmas today, we could go for a nice Christmas tree green, and this also matches my coat, and I have picked out the green saddle pad that goes perfectly with this. It's all rosemary, so let's pick this green one. Hello Bugsy. Hello. Of course, a cup of tea, which Bugsy is thinking about knocking, so put it there. Hello. You have made a mess. Typical. Come on then, we're going for a ride. Good boy. So Bugsy is notoriously a very messy horse in his stable. So what I have done this winter, and what I do every winter, is I have ordered a pallet of my favourite shavings, which are thoroughbred shavings. And I love thoroughbreds because they fluff up and I can make really lovely big beds with them. Good boy. I've got no treats, sorry. Hey Reg. I've not got any treats. So I've ordered a pallet which is arriving tomorrow, and I'm so excited because I can make up some really lovely big beds for the boys. Their beds are already a nice size, however I will be able to triple them and really get them nice and cosy for the winter season. I think it's warm enough that you can have your rug off while I groom if I'm quick. Do you want to turn around? That's fine. So I've ordered this pallet of shavings, which is due to come tomorrow, which I'm so excited about. I think I'm going to make a short video on the process of putting these bigger beds down. His hair, crazy hair day. There you go. And Bugsy is also having a crazy coat day. I think he is due another clip soon, as it's just at a really odd length where it's grown out slightly. What can you hear, pretty boy? All brushed. Should we go and get your saddle? Do you want your hair? There you go. Reggie's been out of work for a bit because he's been poorly, and I think he just misses going out for rides and getting ready, don't you? So you like to have a bit of a pamper while Bugsy's getting ready to go out. Oh, you're a sweetie. Yes, tree green behind Bugsy's nose. I think it's the perfect colour for Christmas. I think Bugsy agrees. Look at what you've done, pulling it off a wall. I always say this, but it feels like I'm giving Bugsy a spa with this face moisturiser, because it's such a thick cream and it just soaks in so well. There we go. What are you doing? There you go. How Christmassy do you feel in this? I don't know why I'm doing this so close to you, why you're insisting on being so close. Bugsy actually has a habit of trying to put his bit in himself, he'll like bore down on the bridle to try and find the bit when you're not ready, which, yes, you're very helpful. It's very close. I don't know if people will be able to see you when you're hanging out so close to me. Let's do your nose band, and then we can get out on the road and start chatting about Christmas and some things that are in the works. Can you believe that it is only just before 3 p.m? It's 2:50 p.m. and the sun is already setting. It's so gorgeous, but also I do not have enough time in the day to do things at the moment, so this is not helping, and with my job I need a lot of light. But anyway guys, it's nearly Christmas. It is, when I'm filming this, it's December the 3rd. However, when it goes out it will be December the 5th, and to me that is nearly Christmas. We are on Advent, and anything on Advent is Christmas to me. I think we've got a tractor behind us, so we'll have a little trot. We have a lot of Christmas plans in the works at the mo. We have of course got lots of Christmas short videos to go out, which I'm starting to film from tomorrow. Bugsy agrees. We haven't done Vlogmas this year because I just don't have the time in between my usual work, which is of course equestrian brand photography. I just really don't have the time between photo shoots. I'm lucky enough that I have been busy this year with lots of Christmas brand shoots, but next year I would really love to be more organised and do Vlogmas, so let me know if you would be interested in that. Oh, bug. We're just having a chilled walk today. In other news, I cannot say too much on this, but I am starting an equestrian brand, and I'm so excited about it because it is so aligned with what I do on, especially on my shorts, on my tack up with me's. I'm really not allowed to say too much yet because this is going to be in the works for a long time before it's released, because I really want it to be right. However, I can say I am extremely excited about it, and I can't wait to share more with you, and I just can't say a lot at the moment. But what I can say more about is, and are you ready? Big announcement. I am releasing my first merch collection. Can you believe it? I say collection, I mean that very lightly. It's one design and it's a mug, which of course it had to be a mug because I always, oh Bugsy, that's you never do that. He's like, this grass looks good. Ooh, you feel good. It's one mug, of course it had to be, because I'm an avid tea drinker and I always have a cup of tea in my videos, hence today's video is a prime example of that. It had to be a mug, you guys. Okay, let's have a canter to the top of this hill. Into the sunset. Oh, boy. That is being released on the 9th of December. So on the 9th of December I will have a mug collection available, and I'm not going to say too much because I'm going to do a video on them separately. However, I'm very excited, and of course it is involving Bugsy. I would like to release some Reggie ones in the future, however for the first drop I had a very specific idea in mind that involved Bugsy, so he is on the first drop of mugs and I'm so excited. There is so much going on. Bug. There is so much going on in December this year and I'm just so excited for it. And of course, between all that, I'm ramping up for Christmas and I have long format YouTube videos like this going on. One of my aims next year is to release, very ambitiously, 2 long format YouTube videos per week, one of which being like this, a GoPro one where we're just chatty and we just go for a ride, do some adventures, and the other one being me in front of the camera for once, which I don't know how I feel about, but I'm very excited for that. And with my job as a photographer, I often forget that I have all the gear to be doing high quality, long format videos, and I just never use it. So one of my resolutions is to use those cameras to create for you all. Look, there's a cat. Something that a lot of people don't know about me, but you might pick up on my vibes, is I am a cat person. I do have 2 dogs as well, but we also have cats. I love our cats. I think I'm a cat and a dog person, but if I had to pick between the two, like if you said you can only have a cat or a dog for the rest of your life, I'm afraid it would be a cat, and that one is especially cute. Oh my goodness. The stream is a river, or should I say the track is a stream. It has rained so much that we have a very wet track to go home on. Wow, look at this. This is how you know it's winter, when our normally beautifully dry track turns into a river. One thing I really want to do this year is decorate the stables for Christmas. I've never gone all out, but this year I'm thinking we are going to have to go all out for it, because we need to do some Christmas content, and I love Christmas so much. It is definitely my favourite holiday. So Christmas decorating and content just makes sense to me, and this year is the first year that I can fully enjoy it since going self-employed. So I plan to make the most of it. But first things first, Bugsy and Reggie need new stable doors because they are not the most aesthetic doors, and I would like to be able to put a reef on both of them, and at the moment I don't think they'd hold up to that. They're definitely past their heyday. Look at all this water. Some other things that are going on this December, going into early January, is we have the physio coming out for Bugsy and for Reggie, and we also have the saddle fitter coming out for Bugsy. He gets checked every 6 months, and I'm bringing his appointment forward a bit this time. I think it's going to land on 5 months, because he has gotten a lot fitter over this summer, and I want to make sure his saddle is still fitting him after that. So we're actually having a saddle fitter out who partners with Saddles Direct to come and check Bugsy's saddle, and I really hope she thinks it's okay, because I love this saddle so much, or if she thinks there's a way we can adjust it to get it to fit. So keep your fingers crossed for me, because I love this saddle so much, and I think the team at Saddles Direct would have to work very hard to find me a saddle I love more. It's comfy, I like how it looks, it's a CC cut, or my saddle's a CC cut, and it just makes sense. And I'm so excited to see our physio. She is a lovely lady called Leah from LTE, Equine Veterinary Physiotherapy, and she's amazing, and over the years she has become a friend of ours, and it's always lovely to see her. So we have so much going on over the next few months. I'm very excited for it. I'm very excited for Christmas. Maybe we could do a Christmas Day vlog, but it's all going on. Look at all this water, you guys. And we've got, can you see how the track has changed? A couple months ago we were picking berries there, and they are all but a few now, a few shriveled berries. So it changes a lot to the seasons. December is definitely one of my favourite months though, because, oh, spiky bush. It has Christmas in it, and I just really love the cold frosty mornings. So that is something I have been looking forward to, and my frosty morning thirst has been quenched because we have had some lovely mornings over the past few weeks. I don't know if it's just me that sets New Year's resolutions. In fact, I don't just set resolutions, I actually create a vision board at the end of each year, and I love doing this so much because I can set my goals, I can revisit them during the year. I always have my vision boards where I can see them every day, and it just reminds me of what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. And sometimes I can go in and adjust them because my goals change naturally, but it just keeps me accountable and keeps me excited for the year. Another thing I'd like to do next year is go to more events and meet more of you guys in person, because that is something I have not done this year. So I'd like to be more intentional with my time and coming to events and meeting more of you lovely people and hearing all about your ponies and your stories. I'm very excited for that, because it also means I get to go and watch pretty ponies at horse shows, which every equestrian loves. And I'm just really excited for the end of the year and for next year. So much has changed for me this year, and I want to go more in depth on it in another video, but so much has changed for me this year, and I just can't wait to continue to grow next year and really get in a swing of creation, because I absolutely adore creating content for you all, and the fact that it involves my horses is just the most magical thing for me. Typically, my GoPro died just as I got off Bugsy and started to untack, but I have put both of the boys out for a little bit this afternoon. I have so enjoyed talking about Christmas to you. I can't wait to start bringing out some more Christmassy content. Maybe we could do a decoration video. I actually would quite like to put a Christmas tree up on the yard this year, so let me know what you think about that. But for now, I'm going to love you and leave you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!